So our meditation this morning starts at 8 a.m. in around 3 or 4 minutes. Morning, Joe. Sleep well? Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Sonal. Good morning. Good morning, Kate. Have you had your cup of rhubarb tea yet? Good morning, Tony. Is your mind still amazed? Good morning, Anne. We gathered here today to train in meditation, are we not? What a way to start the day. Good morning, Polly. You okay? Machu Picchu. Ooh, very exotic. Good morning, everybody. It's 8 a.m. on May 22nd, 2020. It's a Friday morning, and we are here gathered to train in meditation. We are building up the precious meditation habit. We are working our way through a series of meditations. We're on the 61st day of this series. And one of the keys to what we're doing is the consistency. They say in the Buddhist texts, our practice needs to become like a broad flowing river, which flows day, afternoon, and evening. Initially, it's just little drips, isn't it? Maybe once a week if we're lucky. And gradually it starts to become a babbling brook. And then it grows further, until eventually a broad flowing river. You consider the River Severn. Take a look at that beautiful broad river, which just flows continuously, virtually unstoppable. In our practice, if we keep training, we'll become like that. We start to benefit from previous days' meditation. This is why I say in the classes, meditation is an investment for our future self. And when you engage in regular meditation, you start to see that. So not only when you meditate, we're meditating now, we benefit from that. We will directly benefit now from the meditation that we're about to engage in. You can't not. We also benefit from previous meditations. We are the recipient. And we're experiencing the effects of that. So the more practices you can engage in, the days of it, you start to build up the power. Days, weeks, months, yeah. And you can see, 60 days seems like a lot of days, doesn't it? Someone said, do this for 60 days. Once you've engaged in 60 days worth of meditation, it doesn't seem really that many. The consistency is just keep doing it. You start to see it's an organic growth. And one of the most helpful ways of understanding that is nature, flowers, trees. They grow organically. Yeah. Our experience will grow organically. We're training in the Himalayan style of meditation, which is to encourage this vastness of mind. Very suitable for these specific times because we are physically restricted to where we can go, and we may feel that our liberties and freedoms have been taken away from us. What we appreciate, what really takes our freedom and liberty away from us, is our mental states. You can have as much physical freedom as you like, but unless we have mental freedom, there's still restriction. So these physical restrictions provide a meditator with the opportunity to go inside. So we go inside and discover the freedom within our mind. So I was out in the shops the other day, standing behind a shopper, and she was talking to the cashier saying, I've nothing to feel excited about anymore. Looking really miserable. Nothing to feel excited about. Nothing to look forward to. My holidays are cancelled. Can't go anywhere. Again, for a meditator, excitement is the real obstruction to progress. So if we feel that there's not much to feel excited about, from a meditative perspective, that's actually very good. It is good because that excitement is the main obstacle to a meditator. What is excitement? There's different levels of excitement. The experience that you get when you're trying to meditate and your mind is full of distractions, that is excitement. That's a form of mental excitement. Yeah. Excitement doesn't necessarily mean we're running around grinning, telling everyone that we're excited about whatever's about to come. There's different levels of excitement. And when we're sitting there, like for example, in this meditation we're about to do, you're sitting there, all you can think about is what you're going to be doing later, or what someone said to you yesterday. That's excitement. Yeah. And this is what we need to be on the lookout for. So in this form of meditation where we're looking and meditating on the mind, the way to deal with our excitement, which is an obstacle to some degree to our progress, is to see it like clouds. This is what I was explaining yesterday, cloud watching. We try to distance ourselves from it. Instead of excitement controlling us and taking over our meditation so it feels very crowded, we see it for what it is, which is just thoughts in the vast space of our mind. Our mind is very spacious. Generally, when we have neuroses and problems in our life, the space in the mind is restricted and it becomes very narrow. the conceptions take over, and all we can think about is this one thought: what this person said to me, what they didn't say to me. So our mind is much bigger than that, but it gets blocked by these conceptual thoughts. We sit and observe the mind and watch this excitement. And as you may have found, the excitement starts to decrease. What are we left with when we don't have excitement? From a worldly perspective, boredom, unhappiness, agitation, disappointment. From a meditative perspective, inner peace, happiness, bliss, and most importantly, mental freedom. But that is on the other side of excitement. This is why I say boredom is a good sign. And if boredom arises, that's the point, to not follow excitement to the world of distraction, but to go over into the world of meditation. And then when you're in that space of peace, bliss, you're not bored. It's far from boring. And then when we consider worldly excitements, that seems boring because they're restricted, they're unreliable, they're short-lived, they come with side effects. So we engage in this process, beginning by taking deep breaths, feeding our lungs, feeding our body, drawing our attention in, gathering our attention down, engaging in 3 rounds of this 9-round breathing practice, then positioning our attention here in the heart chakra, space, focusing on the spacious nature of the mind, the clarity of the mind, the vastness of the mind. My body is like a mountain. My breath is like the wind. And my mind is like the sky. My conceptual thoughts, distractions, excitement are clouds. I'm not going to be controlled by them. I have better things to do. So sitting upright in a comfortable position. Grounded against the floor. If you're sitting on the floor, ensure that you have a solid base. Your back is supported. If you are sitting on a chair, ensure that you have both feet on the floor. Let's begin by taking 5 long inhalations. Breathing in, holding, and breathing out. Deep inhalation. And breathing out. Deep inhalation. And breathing. Deep inhalation. And breathe. Final one. Hold it for as long as you can, and in your own time, breathe out. Drawing your attention inwards, away from distraction. setting our intention of compassion. Our hearts reaching out across the world, wishing for healing in the lives of others, physical and mentally. And motivating ourselves to train in meditation for the benefit of others, so we can be of greater service to those in our life and our community. And then we engage in the 9-round breathing. Thumb inside the left hand. Place that underneath the right chest. Index finger out. Deep inhalation through the right nostril. Hold it. Switch. Exhale 3 times. Deep inhalation. Hold it. Switch. Press. Breathe out 3 times. Hands in the lap, deep inhalation. Hold it. And breathe it out 3 times. Go again. Inhalation. Hold. Switch. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Hold it. Switch. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Hold it. Breathe out 3 times. Final cycle. Deep inhalation. Hold, switch. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Switch. Breathe out 3 times. Hands in the lap. Final one. Deep inhalation. And when you're ready, in your own time, breathe that out. And we draw our attention into the heart chakra area. My body, like a mountain. My breath, like the wind. And my mind, like the sky. We absorb our attention into the vast space of mind. We keep a lookout for mental excitement. We see this like clouds. We don't follow the clouds. We just see them coming and going. Appreciating that our mind has no boundary, no obstruction. The only obstructions are caused by our conceptual thoughts. Try to see deeper and beyond these into the vast sky of the mind. My body is like a mountain. My breath, like the wind. And my mind, like the sky. And we dedicate our meditation, visualizing a seed of light at our heart. All the positivity from the practice radiating out, healing our body, our family, our street, our area, our town, city. As it reaches people, they find peace, bliss in their hearts. Across the country, the continent, across the world, universe, dedicating this good energy, giving it away, for healing in the world. And intending to continue with our practice, to carry this into the rest of our day. And this light radiates and comes back, gradually comes back into our heart. We keep our attention here. Okay, thank you very much. When you're ready, please bring your session to a close. When we arise from a meditation like this, we've meditated on the nature of our mind, and we go into our day. If we want to maintain insight of this meditation, when we go about our day, we can ask ourselves, where do things come from? Where do things arise from? Is my mind responsible for appearing this tree, this house, this cup, this table, this chair? This person who is now annoying me, where are they coming from? Are they coming from my mind? Or are they coming from somewhere else? Is my mind responsible for the world that I'm appearing? Or am I just an innocent bystander? Buddha's suggestion was to abide in a dream, to feel as though we're in a type of dream that is arising from my mind. So the weekend is fast approaching. Tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. I will be here once again, leading Meditate with Adam 62. And also on Sunday morning, between 10 and 12 p.m. I'm running a mini retreat. These are retreats that I have specifically designed for these times, for online meditation. And the retreat is exploring the theme, mindfulness of death and impermanence. So the word mindfulness is used a lot these days. There's a lot of talk about mindfulness, a lot of books and so forth. There's not much talk about death and impermanence. Why? Because it's not popular. But Buddha taught mindfulness of death as a meditation to propel us into deeper states, to remove these excitements and distractions which I'm talking about. They swiftly go to the wayside when we do these meditations. There's a sequence of meditations that we do. And I will be introducing them on Sunday for the first time on the Mindspace platform. You know, when I was studying Buddhism and teaching Buddhism, we're continuously talking about it, meditating on it, and teaching about it. In Mindspace, I've talked about it, not explicitly like giving courses, but I've introduced it on various courses. But this retreat on Sunday, it's going to be approaching this theme head on. Yeah. Consider it, come along, changing one's approach to talking about death and impermanence. It's very healing, it's very engaging, and we get a real sense of being a human being, connecting with fellow humans. We all have this in common. It is the elephant in the room, is it not? So I'll be leading a retreat on that on Sunday. Between 10 and 12, if you want to join me for that. Links on the Mindspace website. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your day, and bye for now.